This is SeQuoia from Prime and Prim, and I'm back with another episode of The Rack. As you know, here on The Rack, we level up together. Together, we go through the keys to becoming the model you always wanted to be. Everything you wanted to know and more. And today, we're talking how to nail your elevator pitch. And instead of me giving 3 quick and easy tips, I'm going to give you the rundown on how to sell yourself in 30 seconds. The Rack! So, what exactly is an elevator pitch? Think of it as a short commercial about you. It's a brief summary to define either a service, product, company, or in this case, a model. And yes, an elevator pitch is a kind of weird name for a simple introduction, but it's called that because it should last no longer than 30 seconds, the average time of a short elevator ride. So, after today, you'll walk away with a better understanding of your professional introduction, and you'll never, ever freeze up when you hear the words, "So tell me about yourself." So, a perfect elevator pitch includes 6 different topics. The first is simple. Who are you? And yeah, you could say something like, "Hi, my name is SeQuoia," but no, your first statement should be something powerful. Add an intriguing hook that will make whoever's listening want to listen even more. Also, when stating who you are, it makes sense to plug in the second topic, which is what you do. To answer this question, you need to be sure to say something other than the fact that you're an inspiring model, because duh, we all already know that. No doubt it's good to include that, but be sure that when you state your first 2 topics, state clearly who you really are and what all you do. For me, I can easily weave the first 2 questions to get this. Not everyone knows that the keys to success already lies within them, but I do. Hi, my name is SeQuoia Myles, and I'm a fashion enthusiast and an upcoming fashion mogul. Right now, I'm a fashion apprentice here at Prime and Prim, where I assist and write and produce my very own video segment called The Rack. Now, moving on to the halfway mark. Number 3. What are your unique skills? What do you bring to the modeling industry? Is it your sense of style, your personality? We need something other than your beautiful face. You need to think of what you have that makes you different from everybody else. For me, I know I always hold myself to a very, very, very high standard, and that plays, of course, a lot into the effort I put into my work. From working on the rack or spending hours going through clothes, I know it's important to me to have everything the best it can be. Once again, it makes sense to include the next topic when you're talking about that. So how do you do it? How do you get it done? We know actions speak louder than words. So how do you prove to yourself and to everyone else that you're as great as you claim to be? Listen to my example once again. Fashion allows me to show and use my creativity to the fullest. When working on the rack, I incorporate my love for fashion with modeling and entertainment aspects. I create content for aspiring models, giving them tips and hacks to the industry while also creating looks to help them on their way. To wrap it all up, you need to state your call to action, CTA, and also give thanks. A call to action is where you encourage your listeners to take the next step. Give them your social media handles, plug yourself shamelessly. And common courtesy is never going to get old, so be sure to thank your audience for listening. Example, you can follow me on all social media at SeQuoiaKM. I would love to give out my number and talk potential project ideas. Thank you for your time. And just like that, you're done. As simple as that. Now you have your very own professional elevator pitch. When putting yours together, remember a short elevator ride, so it must be no longer than 30 seconds. Next time you walk into an audition and a casting director asks you to tell about yourself, girl or guy, you will know what to say. And you can always switch it out and say what you want as long as it falls into the guidelines of the 6 topics that you need to include. And finally, we know that it isn't a complete episode of The Rack unless I have showed you something on the rack. So now that we've got our perfect elevator pitch, we need a look to match. Dressing professional all depends on the occasion and circumstances. And as a model, there's no need to put on your dress suits and bow ties, but there is a need to look put together and presentable. Ultimately, it all depends on your style because it's a part of you, which is what your elevator pitch is about. So go for something that tells who you are, but at the same time, don't overdo it. By going through these clothes right now, I can see that this simple white top and these blue pants, perfect look. And style it up with some earrings, and I could never forget a necklace, and you have a whole look based off of your personal style. So that's it for today, guys. A head start on your modeling elevator pitch and a beautiful outfit to match. If you need a little extra help, do not hesitate to book your session at Prime and Prim any Tuesday and Thursday, 2 to 6 p.m. Follow us on all our social media for more content, and I'll see you next time here on The Rack. Bye!
We hope you racked up enough tips for today.
Remember to stay stylish.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.